World. This is John with GunSafetyTraining101.com and GunSafetyTraining101 on YouTube. My course online, the GunSafetyTraining101.com course, is pretty inclusive. It covers safety, it covers mechanical operations of these things, covers ammunition, holsters. So if you're new to the gun world and you don't want to take a class in person, or if you don't want to worry about getting a concealed weapons permit, check out my course online at GunSafetyTraining101.com. and also Gun Safety Training 101 on YouTube, which is where this video will be. So I teach handguns, and in the process of teaching that class, we go through a lot of dry fire, and I am an advocate of dry fire. 80% of everything I do is dry fire. My students receive 2 pages of dry fire operations with revolvers and pistols. It's really, really important to continuously practice dry fire, dry fire, dry fire. So in the class, we use 22s, 38s, 380s, 9mm, 45s, 40s, 357s. We use all sorts of different calibers, but most of the dry firing stuff that we do that needs snap caps is with 22 long rifle rim fire ammunition. It will damage the gun if you don't have something in there to absorb the shock of the firing pin. So I've been using these guys, A-Zooms, these little blue A-Zooms, for years. Not these particular ones, because I have to replace them, because I don't know if you can see this or not, but they get well beat up. Focus. It ain't focusing. See all the little dents in that? That's how many times that thing has been cycled through a 22 rim fire. And what happens is it starts getting pinched out to the side. Oh, there's a great picture of it. Starts getting pinched out and out. They continuously feed in the revolvers for the most part, but they don't like to feed in the semi-automatics. So we're going to look at a remedy for that today. I also use these orange ones, which I'm about to throw all of these away because the rims keep snapping off of them, and they're garbage. But the A-Zooms are like $13, $14 for 6 of them. And it gets expensive. I mean, down here I have $100 worth of A-Zooms. 1, 2, 3, 4, maybe $80, $75 worth of A-Zooms. And that's fine. So great, but I need a different something to put in my rim fires, the revolvers in particular. I could probably take these A-Zooms and run a file over them and take all the notches out of them and get them to work in the semi-automatic magazine. But right now, because they've been so beat up by the firing pin of the revolvers, they don't want to function properly in here. So when the students load them, when they practice loading the magazine, they get hung up going in and they're hard to get out. So I was at the hardware store the other day and I saw these little guys, and it looks just like a snap cap or a dummy round. We're going to see what they do, and if they work, we're going to open them up right now. We're going to bring them down here. We're going to put you guys down here, and today we're going to look at using it in the magazine of a Sig Sauer 22 1911, a Taurus revolver 9-shot 22 long rifle revolver, and my favorite gun of all time, the Ruger new model single 6 chambered in 22 long rifle. I love this gun. This is a great gun. So let's open up one of these packages here and see if they'll even chamber. Now these are the yellow ones. They don't have the fins on them. They've just got like 2 little lock-in indentations. So let's just go ahead and see if they cycle, or excuse me, not cycle, but they fit. Dang, they fit fine into this chamber. 3, I'm going to load them all up because I'm going to pull the trigger multiple times, see if we can't beat these guys up. So I'm going to need another box because this is a 9-shot revolver. Let's open up. And by the way, these boxes of these, there's 6 of them in here for $1.87 or $2.12 or something. Whole lot cheaper than the A-Zooms, and hopefully they will do the trick for dry fire practice in a 22 rim fire. All right, so we got that guy fully loaded up with these hollow wall fasteners. We're just going to pull the trigger. There's 9 rounds. Let's get them out of there. Let's see what they look like. All right, we got them all out. So these are the 9 that went through. Yes, they've got a firing pin dent in them, of course. I don't know if you can see that. I can barely see it, but there is definitely a dent where the firing pin hit it. Now, let's see what happens when we try to load this into the chambers of... See, this cylinder here is flush. The rims do not fit into any groove or anything, but this cylinder here, being a Ruger, they have to fit into... And they do. They fit just fine. Yay, look at that. We may be onto something here, folks. Inexpensive way to get dummy rounds for your guns. All right, let's put this cylinder back in. Drop it in there. Get in there. Put it in from the right direction. You're probably better off. Close that. Put the pin back in. Where did I put the pin? So, anyways, gunsafetytraining101.com online. It's a great course. It's a really, we're going to shoot this 6 times. Really, in-depth course. Safety, of course. Safety. All right. We shot that sucker. Let's pop these suckers out. Remember, when you're loading and unloading a revolver, gravity is your friend. All right. We got all 6 of them out. Definitely now has 2 dents in it from both different guns. That one almost hit the exact same spot. Let's get one that are separated a little bit here. Oh, those 2 are on the opposite sides. All right, let's see if you can see that. Can y'all see the dents in that? This is perfect. I love this. This is a great idea. I'm so glad I thought of this when I was at the hardware store the other day. All right, so they've been cycled through. Let's put them in here again and see what they do. They're all fitting right back in there, which is awesome. No more $2 snap caps or A-zooms. A-zoom is a snap cap. Let's cycle it again, just for grins. That's 7 times. It's a 7-shot roller. No, it's not. It's a 6-shot. I'm joking. So yeah, check out the course online. You'll learn a lot, especially if you're new. If you're not new, you'll still learn stuff. Gunsafetytraining101.com. I didn't even think these are going to go in here. Well, they do, actually. That's interesting. I doubt they'll cycle into the gun, but we'll try it. Nope, it didn't come off the magazine, which is not a surprise. So these would just strictly be for revolvers, and the A-zooms, which I'll probably just take a file to the edge of them and clean them up a little bit. They will cycle through this gun all day long. I've done it when they were new, but when they get all hitchy and glitchy, they get hung up. See, can't even hardly get it into the magazine because of all the firing pin dents. And then trying to get these suckers out can be a challenge in itself. So A-zooms, unstruck by rimfire revolver, and we'll put these suckers into the magazine. And I'm going to go to the store and possibly buy a couple more packages of these suckers right here, because this is pretty good. This makes me happy. Yay. So, if you're looking for an inexpensive snap cap for your 22 rimfire revolvers, this stuff is called Hangmate. Yabba yabba yabba. I got it at a local hardware store. Look at the price they go. Get rid of the screws. I'll never use them. Cheap screws that come with these things, so we'll just chuck those too. But now I got a new source, and I'm throwing all these orange ones away as well. Again, a couple of hits with a firing pin on these, and the rim just breaks off, and it's a pain in the butt to get it out. So they're gone. So there you have it. All the well fasteners, number 4-6. Actually, those are 4-6-8s, but just number 4-6. Get the small ones, and they will work the same way as the snap cap and a whole lot less expensive. So there you have it. Gunsafetytraining101.com. Go there, take the course, be safer. Be safer, be safer. And Gun Safety Training 101 on YouTube, which is where you're possibly watching this right now. Anyways, remember, always be safe.